Students, good morning to all. Today we will be having a short session on first aid. First of all, what is first aid? First aid is the immediate aid that is given to an ill or injured person. Provision of giving first aid is very much important for safeguarding the life of the person. So, as students, you people might know about giving first aid, and you people must be aware about the importance of giving first aid. So, make sure that you are very much aware about giving first aid. There might be several circumstances which requires the provision of first aid. So, today we will be discussing about it. After giving first aid, the person must be moved the person to be or shift the person to the nearby hospital. So, today I will be demonstrating giving first aid to an injured person who is having injury on her hand bone. We know in our hands there are two main bones, that is radius and ulna. So imagine that a person is having injury on her radius. So if a person is having a radius bone fracture, what has to be done? The first and foremost thing that we have to do is the first aid. After giving first aid, we must shift that person to the nearby hospital. And how will we provide first aid? That is important. First of all, we have to look that person. That is, we have to check whether he is having bleeding or not. If the person is having bleeding, his or her hands has to be raised above the hurt level. And the wound has to be tightly covered by using a cloth. And we have to stop the bleeding and make the person stable by providing enough air circulation as well as water. And the second immediate first aid that we have to do is to give a sling. And the most common material that will be available will be cloth. And we have to make use of the available cloth, piece of cloth. That might be any type of cloth. And here I have taken a shawl for demonstrating it. So we could make a sling using a shawl. So here I am folding this shawl so that it could look so thick. And I will be covering the injured area by using this cloth. So I will be demonstrating it. Come. Here the person is having, let us imagine that the person is having hand bone fracture, that is radius is got fracture. So first of all I have to check whether she is having bleeding or not. So here she is not having any type of bleeding and she is stable. So I have to make her more comfortable. So I am asking her to sit. And I have to check whether she is breathing properly. So I have to make the person comfortable and make sure that the person is having enough air circulation. So that please do not crowd the injured person, so that the person must get some fresh air. So here the person is stable, and the next step I have to do is that make the injured area immobile. So the immobilization of the fractured area is very much important. So I am doing it like this. Keep the hands in this position and make use of this shawl in such a way that I have to tie up the sling here. Here, the person is having left hand bone fracture. So, by making this sling, I have tied it up over the right side, that is the right shoulder. So, it is the correct position. We have to tie up in the opposite direction. Here, it should not be made, the tying up should be made in the opposite side because she will be uncomfortable if it comes here. It will cause discomfort to her. So, the sling is ready, and then what we have to do is that make her to shift to the nearby hospital. We have to shift her to the nearby hospital, and on the way if we have some cold ice packs or cold water or something like that, we could place it over here. So the discomfort will be much better if we use some cold objects here. And we have to immediately evacuate her to the hospital. So it is the demonstration of giving first aid to a person who is having hand bone, that is radius fracture. So here you clearly got an idea about giving first aid to an person to a person that is having hand bone fracture. So thank you students.